I was so stoned watching Game of Thrones that I started making correlations that clearly are not reality. I decided Jon Snow, the main character, was the history of the Irish in America. I don't know how I'm the only one seeing this, but every episode he's talking about the weather. Every episode. Winter is always coming for John over there. At the start, everybody thought he was a bastard, didn't they? And then they didn't like him at all, and they forced him to defend a wall that he had nothing to do with building and fight against people that he had no beef with whatsoever. Sound familiar, Latinos? And they'd point out groups to him and say, John, they're the wildlings over there. We don't like that group of people. And he'd be like, I kind of like them. I specifically like that red-haired one over there. He had shagged her within a couple of episodes. In a cave, and in doing so united those groups of previously fighting people, and it just from shagging. And then off he went south, and they said, John, we don't like that group here either. They're the Targaryens. And he said, well, same thing again for me. I kind of like one of them. There's a good-looking one over there. And they're like, John, she's so feisty. She has a fire-breathing dragon that's pretty Latina when you think about it. And then he shagged her, didn't he? And he united those tribes. And then they dug up more information. They said, John, we're starting to like you. We did some research. One little thing. You're not a bastard anymore. We know who your family is. You're currently shagging your auntie. Yeah, you might want to stop that. And he's like, no, I got to unite the tribes. I'll keep going. And he did, and he brought them all together, and now they're all together. They love him so much that they decided we got to make John the king, and in the end they gave him back the one thing he always wanted the most, the North, which is pretty representative of the Irish issue when you think about it.